There's a reason the calm, centered, and unattached man earns more respect than the loudest one in the room. It's not about dominance, it's about discipline. Control over the self is the ultimate form of masculine power. And in relationships, that power shows. Women test not to destroy a man, but to feel his strength, to see if he bends or breaks. And if he does neither, she respects him deeply. Here are 10 expanded principles that define why women respect what they cannot control. 1. Control kills mystery, and mystery fuels respect. The moment a man becomes predictable, easily readable, and emotionally transparent, he begins to lose presence. Mystery creates tension. Tension breeds attraction, and attraction is rooted in curiosity. When a woman cannot fully understand you, your silence, your past, your true limits, she remains engaged. She can't map you out. And what she can't map, she can't control. That's when respect is born. Bottom line, stop over-explaining yourself. Let your actions speak. Say less. Reveal less. 2. Detachment is strength, not indifference. True detachment is not about being cold. It's about being grounded in your own worth. It's knowing that if she leaves, you remain whole. If she tests you, you won't overreact. If she withholds affection, your mission doesn't pause. A detached man isn't uncaring, he's unshaken. He doesn't attach his identity to her behavior. That's why she can't manipulate him. That's why she can't own him. Bottom line, need nothing. Appreciate everything. Walk away from anything. 3. A man on a mission is not easily distracted. A woman cannot control a man whose mind is focused. She can love him, support him, stand beside him. But she cannot own him because something higher already does. When your goals, principles, or craft take priority, her influence naturally finds its place, not above your mission, beside it. This frustrates the ego but attracts the feminine deeply. Because a man with purpose is rare. A man obsessed with growth is dangerous. Bottom line, never place her at the center of your world. Build the world. Let her enter it. 4. Boundaries signal value. When you say no without hesitation, you send a signal. I don't fear losing you. That's respect. That's leadership. That's masculinity. Most men fold. They bend under pressure. They tolerate disrespect, excuses, or manipulative behavior. But the man with clear boundaries, who enforces them calmly, tells the world and her, I know my worth. Bottom line, weak boundaries are not love. They're self-betrayal. Fine, emotional control is masculine power. A man who loses control loses respect, period. Whether it's rage, jealousy, overexcitement, or neediness, anytime you react rather than respond, you give power away. Emotional discipline doesn't mean you don't feel. It means your emotions don't dictate your actions. She watches for this. She senses it. The man who stays composed under pressure, unforgettable. Bottom line, control your emotions, or she will control you through them. 6. Silence is often louder than words. In a world addicted to oversharing, the silent man becomes commanding, not because he's hiding, but because he doesn't need to explain. The man who listens more than he speaks, who doesn't rush to prove or defend himself, who lets silence sit heavy in the room, that man has presence. His words are few, and when spoken, they matter. Bottom line, the more noise you make, the less weight your presence holds. 7. You are either the frame or inside hers. Every interaction between man and woman has a frame, a set of rules, values, and emotional tone. If you don't set it, she will. And once she owns the frame, you start reacting, adjusting, submitting. She tests more, respects less. The man who establishes the frame of leadership through purpose, clarity, and emotional steadiness becomes the gravitational center. Bottom line, lead or be led. Set the frame or live in hers. 8. She respects the man who can walk away. This is the ultimate test. Can you leave calmly and completely if your standards are violated? A woman will only respect a man who doesn't need her, and who is strong enough to walk away without pleading, explaining, or negotiating his worth. The man who can walk and mean it becomes the man she never wants to lose. Bottom line, don't threaten to leave. Be ready to walk and don't look back. 9. Consistency is rarity, and rarity is valued. Most men are strong for a day, stoic for a week, disciplined until they get what they want, then they fold. The Sigma, the stoic, the sovereign man, he is consistent. He doesn't adjust himself to please. He doesn't fluctuate to fit someone else's comfort. And because of that, he becomes valuable. Why? Because what is consistent becomes trustworthy, and what is trustworthy becomes respected. Bottom line, don't be hot today, cold tomorrow. Be a mountain, not a mood. 10. The man who owns himself cannot be owned. When you master your thoughts, control your emotions, enforce your boundaries, and walk in your purpose, you become sovereign. No one can buy your attention. No one can steer your path. Not society, not other men, not even her. You are loyal to your values first. And from there, all other relationships are earned, not entitled. That's not ego, that's masculine order. Bottom line, be self-owned, be self-led. She cannot own what is already whole. Final word, be the fortress, not the garden. A man is not respected for how easily he opens. He is respected for what he guards. She may love the softness in you, but she respects the strength. That means control your time, guard your energy, lead with purpose, and never trade your power for peace. Because peace comes from power, and power begins with self-mastery.